I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Ain't no stress on me, Lord. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, No Fury. What's poppin'? Today we're going to do a how to do a cut crease video. If you look at my videos on my channel of my makeup looks, about 80% of them are cut creases. I just learned how to do cut creases about a year ago, and I think I've gotten really good at them. And I don't know, I just want to come up here and show my tips and tricks just in case, you know, anybody wants to learn how to do a cut crease. So yeah, if you want to know how I do a cut crease, just keep watching. So we're super close. I've only done my brows. I have not done any other makeup. When you do a cut crease, I don't know about other people, but when I do a cut crease, I don't wear makeup. Like, I don't wear foundation because when you do a cut crease, you can get a lot of fallout, and once that fallout gets on your foundation, that's it. You gotta start all over most of the time. So yeah, I'm just coming to you guys barefaced, and what I do to get started with my cut creases, I start with a very pale concealer. Not related to my skin tone at all. Sometimes I'll use white, sometimes I'll use like a beige. Fuck is calling me, don't fucking call me. Today I'm using kind of like a beige. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Cafe. Sometimes you'll see me use my Tarte Amazonian, oh no, that's my Shape Tape, in the color Deep. And then sometimes you'll see me use my LA Pro concealer in the color Highlighter. This is actually a concealer that you mix with other concealers to make lighter. But I use this as a base, and I actually hate this as a base. It's decent, but it's not the best white base that I know I can find. So if you know any good white eye bases, leave them down below. Yeah, I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer, and I'm just going to make sure it's not, it don't stink. I'm just going to put this all over my eyelid. What this does, it cancels out the tones in your eye, and it also makes the eyeshadow pop. So it's all one color. You know, you don't have no darkness or hyperpigmentation. I have a ton of hyperpigmentation in my eyelids, so that's why I really like to do this step. Okay, another big step that I do, I know a lot of people, it's become trendy that a lot of people don't set their eye concealer because they say it makes it more pigmented, but to me personally, it makes the colors so blotchy. So I always set my my eyes concealer with a nice powder. This is the Makeup Revolution loose powder in the color Banana. I try to do like a translucent or like a banana color because it's light, and this keeps the shadows from seeping through, and it keeps them from going everywhere. So now that we have a nice base, you can go ahead and start laying your colors. I'm going to show you guys the look that I'm going to do today. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups with makeup, and this girl really inspired me with her makeup look. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like a reddish brown crease. Sorry for the background noise. You know how black people are. And then she didn't really cut the crease, but I'm going to cut the crease with a nice shade of blue. I just think that's so pretty, especially on her skin tone. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to be going into my Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. And when you first start off a cut crease, it's so important to start with light colors. I see a lot of people I'm not even going to say that what they're doing is wrong, because there really aren't any rules in makeup. But if you want it to be more flattering on your eye, it's best to start off with a lighter color, whether it's like a transition color like a brown, or if you want to do a bright colored cut crease, you can start with, say you're doing pink, you can start with a light baby pink and then go into like a neon pink and then go to like a flamingo pink. You can start like that, but don't ever start with the darkest color, because it will literally look so harsh on your eye. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dip into this reddish brown right here. It's pretty light, but it has a hint of red in it. So I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to put that right up by my brow bone. When you have a hooded eye, you have to play tricks with your eyes, because you don't have as much lid space as other people. So I start right about up here, and I just blend that. This isn't really the best brush. Take a blending brush. This is the Bdellium Tools 785 brush, and you just blend that color. Right now it's going to look a little crazy because you're not blending it really into anything, and that's fine, just as long as at the end it doesn't look super harsh. Okay, now that we have our first color shit. Now that we have our first color up there, we're going to go in with our second color. I think I'm going to go in with this nice orangey, burnt orange right here. If you're looking for a palette to get, and it's like your first time palette, this palette by Jaclyn Hill is literally life. Like, seriously, like, best $40 I've ever spent when it comes to makeup. Oh shit, I just keep fucking digging in it. Like, I wish the palette was just made differently, in my personal opinion, but whatever. So you're going to take your second color, and you're literally going to go right underneath and blend it into the color that you put at first. And the key is just to diffuse. Now see, the reason why I started my color so higher up, you can see the color is already on my whole eyelid, but that's okay, because we're going to take care of that when we cut the crease. But you really have to be careful with laying your colors, especially when you have hooded eyelids. Now if you feel that it's too much pigment, you can take your brush and wipe it off on like a towel or something, and then just go in with a blank brush and just blend. Now I'm taking a denser, more compact blending brush. This is the Sephora Crease Shadow brush, and I'm going to take this red, it's like a burgundy red kind of color. Take that color, and I'm going to dip into it lightly. And then I'm going to go right into my crease with that. Now that's what I usually do when it comes to setting my colors for a cut crease. You can do more than 3 colors. If you can blend them all, you can do a half cut crease. But this video is going to be strictly on a regular cut crease. I have my 3 colors starting here, and then it fades down. And now we're about to cut the crease. So this is my handy dandy cut crease brush. Whenever you see me do a cut crease, most of the time I use this brush or another little brush that I have that I cannot find. Oh, here it is. This little brush, because it's actually a lip brush, but they're very precise, and that's what I like about them. And they're both synthetic brushes. So with that shadow you had that you used for your base, you're gonna cut your crease with that. You always want to cut your crease with a nice light concealer so the shadows can pop. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to use the tinier brush just so I can get more precise. You always go based on the shape of your eyelid. Some people can get more dramatic because, you know, they're more skillful, but I always go according to the shape of my eyelid, and I never start at the crease, which is crazy because it's called a cut crease, but I never start at my crease. So I'm just going to dip into that concealer, and what I'm going to do, I hope you guys can see this, I start right at my inner corner, and I literally just sculpt out my eyelid with concealer. You see how my crease is right here? I'm going to go slightly above the crease. And you see how it's a nice curve like that? You want to keep it nice and clean. Most circumstances you would be like, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it literally has to be perfect. See? It's a nice uniform sculpted shape. If you do happen to go a little bit higher in one spot and it's not that noticeable, that's fine. But try to keep it as precise as you can. Alright, now that we got the concealer on both eyelids, key to a cut crease. Let your concealer dry, or get at least 90% dry before you put a shadow up there, or else it will be a hot mess. You have to let it dry. And also try to not look up directly. Obviously I have to, and I can because I have hooded eyelids. But say you're someone that has you know, a good shaped eyelid, a big amount of space. If you look up like how I'm looking up at the camera right now, you will leave a mark. So yeah, try to keep your eyes forward or look down until it's dry. What I do is I turn the camera off most of the time and I just fan my eyes like this. Okay, so let me turn my fucking video off. So this eye is about dry. Another thing about the concealer that you choose, make sure it's a quick drying concealer or else you'll be waiting forever. So I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush, and the key to making your cut crease really vibrant is 1, the concealer, and 2, packing. So I'm going to take this really pretty blue color right here. It's so gorgeous. Am I pointing to it? Yeah, right here. And I'm going to put my brush into that. Make sure it's nice and coated. And I'm just going to start packing. If it's tacky, that's fine, as long as it's not super wet, because that's when you'll run into problems. See how that color is like super vibrant? It's like super vibrant. You can definitely see it. Usually in a lot of my videos I do a half cut crease, which means I'll do like half of my lid as a cut crease, and then I'll blend in another color. That's how you get like the, I don't know, like that dual dimension kind of situation. But for the sake of this video and it being a starter video, I just you know, started with all over cut crease. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my brow bone shade, which will help blend the top up here. I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a light beige cream color, and it's a matte shade. And I'm going to put that right under my brow bone. You see how that helps diffuse that brown? Now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. I've really been trying to get back into wings lately. When I was in high school, I used to do wings all the time, and I have not done one in a very long time, so please don't judge me. And this is the felt tip liner pen, and it's Ulta brand, and it's in the color black. What the fuck? This is fucking crumbling my eyeliner. I mean my eyeshadow. Ow. Alright, that's what really concludes my cut crease eye look. I'm just going to go in with a black shade and go in my waterline right there. Just give it a nice transition. And I'm going to add some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, this is the eye look. I'm all finished. I've been having the hardest time with these fucking lashes, so if they look a little off, fuck it, you know. You got the concept of the cut crease, so just run with that. I'm gonna zoom out so I can give y'all the lipstick that I'm going to use. I might just go with, I don't know, I might just do like a nude. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do a nude lipstick, because that's what players do. And there you go, you guys. This is the look. Just spray a little bit of my Clinique Moisture Surge Spray. Woo! I hope you guys fuck with this look. I hope I taught you guys something. If you have any other tips that you guys can learn from off of each other, or I can learn from you, leave them down below. Or even just chat with me, or if you want to know what products I use, just leave it down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time that I create a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 600 subs. I really cannot believe it. It's moving so fast. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Stay furious.